Have you seen or read this book about filling your bucket? Like it, love it, or sick of it, no matter what you think, you have to admit that it's a great concept that focuses in on some social emotional skills, taking the time to fill other people's buckets and realizing in how doing so also fills your own. Well, I've got a great SEL activity that you can use alongside, and it involves some simple origami. My name's Elizabeth, and I love sharing creative, artistic activities with other teachers that align with their social emotional goals through SEAL, Social Emotional Artistic Learning. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a simple origami bucket that you can use with your students to help them experience what it really means to fill someone's bucket. And of course, I'll share some great adaptations and extension ideas with you as well. But first, let's look at how to make the origami bucket. So for this, you're going to need a few materials, some strips of paper, rocks, scissors, some pens, and of course some paper as well. I have this great blue colored paper that I'm going to use, but first I need to make it into the shape of a square. So here's how I do that. You're going to fold one corner up and match the other edge of the paper. Make sure your folds are nice and crisp. Then that extra rectangle, we're going to fold that back over into that triangle. Of course, we can use scissors for this, or you can fold it back and forth and back and forth. And eventually that fold, that crease, will be easy to carefully tear off. Now, don't get rid of this rectangle. We're going to use that for something a little later, but this is now our final square. And it's a good thing that we have that fold, because that's how we're going to start. We're going to fold one corner of the square to the other. Now keep that folded part down at the bottom, the base of the triangle, and take one corner and match it to the other side of the triangle and crease it down really nice. And then you're going to take the other corner of the triangle and match it right to that intersection that you created from the other side. And again, crease it really nicely so that now you have almost like these two arms coming into your model. All right, the two flaps, the little triangles you've got, we're going to fold one flap down over those pieces that we just put together. And then we're going to flip it over and fold the other triangle down as well, and as always, crease really nice. When you open it up, you'll see a nice pocket, a great opening. You can actually use it as a flat pocket if you wanted, but we want this to be a bucket and we want it to stand up, and like this, in this way, it's not going to. So you're going to press down the bottom. I know it seems a little violent at first, but don't worry, it's going to be just fine. Just keep pressing down into it to make sure that it will actually stand up. If it's not standing up, that's where the rocks are going to come into play. Okay, so go ahead and grab the couple of pebbles that you may have collected from something special or not so special, whatever it might be, and go ahead and put those inside to help your bucket stand up. All right, now it's time to fill our bucket, and that's where the strips of paper are going to come into play. So grab your pens, and we can also use the extra strip that you took off to make your square and just cut off some additional strips as well. We'll use those in a moment. All right, it's time to think about what kind of messages students could use to fill their friends' buckets, right? So you may say something nice like, "You are a good friend. Don't forget your periods. I like your smile." You might encourage your students to think about what talents they see their other classmates doing, and they might say something like, "You're so good at soccer." And basically, the students are going to take from this collection of blank strips of paper and fill them out, and then put them inside their classmates and their friends' buckets that might be sitting on their desk, or maybe you have a special spot where people's buckets are in the classroom with their names on it. And it just makes a nice little place to put these cute notes that classmates can put for each other. Now there are some other ideas too, right? We can also use this as a gratitude bucket where your students will actually fill in things that they are grateful for and put it inside their own buckets. So they might do something like my family or my friends or my teacher, and they can add those gratitude slips into their own buckets and have a nice little collection that way as well. So what'd you think? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to share this video with a teacher buddy that you think might also want to make some buckets like this with their class. I'm just about to do this activity with my students, and I can't wait to update you in the comments on how things go, so be sure to check back. Alright, that's it from me for now, but be sure to check out the other videos in my how-to playlist. There are a bunch of great hands-on, creative SEAL activities that you can try. My name's Elizabeth Peterson. Have a fantastic rest of your day.